恭喜發財，新年快樂! Hey guys, happy Chinese New Year! Thank you for watching my video during the first day of Chinese New Year or any day else. I hope that you guys enjoy this episode. As we grow up, there are certain behaviors that we learn that it's not okay to do in public anymore. For example, firstly, throwing tantrum. Crying really loudly in public.
You don't cry, I tell you. I count to 3, 1, 2.
Saying whatever that's on your mind without any filter at all.
Dad, why you no boyfriend one? No boys want you meh?
And being very passive-aggressive, like, I get it, you guys don't want to subscribe to my channel because I'm not funny enough. Yeah, I know it's all my fault. I mean, I'm not good enough and I shouldn't be on YouTube. Like, I'm just kidding. So, please subscribe to my channel, please. Of course, we learned that we shouldn't be doing all these things because we shouldn't be upsetting other people because of our own emotions or just being a plain nuisance to everyone else. But do you realize that we are all a little bit happier as a child because we don't hold on to grudges, we don't hold on to trauma. We say it out immediately after whatever happens so that we process our emotion immediately. But as an adult, we don't get to do that very often. So we pen up, toughen up, thinking that we can move past that because that's what adults do, right? That's what adulting is about. I used to do that too until something bad happened and suddenly everything resurfaced at the same time. Since I started practicing being more mindful when I start to, confide to other people, what am I expecting from them? What kind of reaction do I want from that? I started practicing a much more healthier way with coping with my emotions when things get too intense. So what's the solution? If other people cannot give you whatever that you need, then you have to be the person that gives you whatever that you need. I simply have to become the person that listens to myself. And it looks a little bit like this. Why did they even bother asking me if they didn't want to listen to me? I have very valid reasons too. But why do they attack me only? Like, I haven't even started. That's very true. If I were you, I would feel the same way as well. Why don't you tell me about that? I will just listen to you. They make me feel like I'm the bad person. Everyone was allowed to talk. I wasn't, because they weren't ready to listen. They act like everyone's feeling was valid except for mine because it's different. They act like they know me but they didn't even wanted to listen to me. Of course your feelings are valid. They may not get to hear it but it is still valid. You are not a bad person. I know your reasons. And there you go. And that is what I call my emotional first aid. Emotional trauma needs to be dealt with before it sinks too deep and becomes a whole other problem by itself. And this is actually something that people do in counseling where they call it inner child play. So how do you do this emotional first aid? Firstly, let me make some space here. Okay, so firstly, you need to find a spot that you feel quiet and safe for you to express whatever that you are feeling very vulnerable about. Well, for me, it happens to be the office toilet. Secondly, you can process it through various ways. You can do it all internally through your mind, talking to yourself. Or if you feel more comfortable, you need to write it down. Find a paper, write it down, find a private space, write whatever triggers that you might felt at that time of the emotions. Or you are the kind that you need to speak it out, you need to hear it from outside of your head. Of course, find a safe space that you can talk without anyone hearing you. Go ahead, speak it out. Do whatever that you like, nobody's there to judge you. It's important to know that what you are trying to get out of, trying to talk it out. Are you looking for validation? Are you looking for comfort? Are you looking for acceptance? Everyone's a little bit different in every different situations. So why do I recommend this emotional first aid done by yourself rather than to find someone else to confine with? Is because you can never really control what other people is going to give you the reaction. What if someone gives you a reaction that you totally are not ready with and it makes you feel worse? The only person that you can control is yourself. So why not be your own friend? If you don't really know what you want, go and see a therapist. You don't need to be problematic to go and see a therapist. Everyone has issues, and seeing a therapist, getting professional help is a way to help you discover the issues and find your way out of that issue. So what are your ways to deal with your own emotions when things get a little bit too intense? Leave it down in the comment below and I'll check it out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, so I've told you why already. And also, if you would like to follow my Instagram, and also I have set up a Facebook page, it will be at a Jasmine Thing, or you can see it in the description below. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye!